Okay, this lesson's on how to use SyncPad. I'll go ahead and start up SyncPad. SyncPad is an application, an iPad application, a whiteboard application to share with other people in the classroom or even around the world that have a URL or have a web browser. They can actually sync and see your classroom and your whiteboard live as it's happening. So let me show you an example here. I'm going to go ahead and enter a room number. Once you start it up, you have to enter a room number. Wait for it to begin. Now you'll notice on the bottom right corner of your screen, it gives you a URL, mysyncpad.com/class1concal. Whatever you named your room is going to be the one that's in bold there. That's my name, class1.concal. The room name will become the name after the mysyncpad.com. So within mysyncpad.com, I can actually import from Dropbox existing presentations. So for instance, if I come in here and get an existing presentation from a class here, it has to be a PDF version, which you can export PDF in a Keynote, open it up and save it in Dropbox. And in the prior lesson and explain everything, I showed you how to do that. I believe in that presentation I showed you how to export, email your Keynote in a Keynote format. This will be email it in a PDF format. And then once you open your email, open it in Dropbox, save it, and then from it within SyncPad here you can import it. You'll notice in the upper right corner there's a 1 of 52. That's how many pages are in here. As I advance the slides with the right or left arrow on the upper right corner, the users on the other end that enter in that mysyncpad.com class1concal see the markups or whatever I'm adding to this as it's happening. So I have used this in a classroom, put it on all the monitors, also used it over the phone in discussion with people on projects. And so SyncPad, great application for syncing and collaborating group activity in a classroom environment. If you have issues with students maybe doing other things on the computer they shouldn't be doing, you can use this to take over their computer and to show what's on your iPad on their screens. Now they would have to log into this page when they come into class, but that would just be something you would train them to do and ask them to do as they come in. The screen that they see, they cannot draw on. Now I will say, if teachers or people you're working with that you're collaborating with on a assignment or project or maybe a lesson plan, if they have SyncPad on their iPad, they can fire up SyncPad, type in your class name, and be able to collaborate in real time using the drawing tools with you. So as one circles an object, another person and that has an iPad could circle another object. And so you can collaborate with this application as well for other users of iPad. But the only requirement for students to see this live is a web browser and then typing in the correct web address, which in this case is mysyncpad.com, and then the name of the class, the name of the room, and that's it. So that's MySyncPad, or it's actually called SyncPad in the store, and it's available to download in the application area, I believe, have in the getting started. The application suggestions I have a direct link to the Apple Store. On all these applications that we're going over, have the name of the application and a link to that application. So that concludes SyncPad.